Jeanine Pirro's back on TV for some reason, and she came after the bar summary of the Mueller report came out. She came back on, and so here is how she greeted that news on her first rebroadcast.
When someone lies to you, do you just say, "Don't worry about it, I'll get over it"? Well, that's not how our system works. There has to be accountability. There has to be a consequence, because as the president himself said, this should never happen again. And I can guarantee you it will happen again, unless we make an example of the traitorous, treasonous group that accused Donald Trump of being an agent of the Russian government. And as they spewed their hate, I want to know who did the unmasking, who did the leaking. And if we don't have a consequence, if people at the highest level of government are not held responsible for this, it is a blueprint for a future effort to overthrow the government. Don't be satisfied with the Mueller report. This is bound to happen again, because these arrogant, lying, condescending, leaking haters of you and me and the America that doesn't have power are going to do it again unless we stop them. And the only way to stop them is with justice, true justice, and that's behind the bars justice.
William Barr justice. I wanted to hide behind my desk. What? I guess I don't watch enough Fox News. That's not normally how it is it?
For her.
Like, so Tucker Carlson and Sean Hannity and all those shows, like I feel like the way they present things, obviously they have a gigantic slant towards Donald Trump. They don't care about if what they're saying is true or false. But like, I think they get that they're not supposed to be like the state propaganda for V for Vendetta. She had the big, like, I don't know why it's ominous, but you know it's ominous. That flag in back of her, that was the scariest part of the whole thing, not her screaming and threatening to make an example of you. That was horrifying. Like, that's not, my instinct is to say that that's state TV, but that's not state TV, because state TV would be too savvy to be that. Yeah. That's an audition for something, but I don't know what. That was some scary stuff. Yeah. Like, if the next sentence after we had cut was, "That's why we should cut their heads off," would you really be shocked?
I was waiting for it. So executions next on the menu. What happens is when you have a competition of a bunch of hosts who are trying to get the best favor of the dictator, you have to go over the top. You're like, wait a second, I'm falling behind. I was off air for a couple of weeks because and Mr. President asked for me back. I need to come back and let him know I'm here.
I think that's what it is.
It's allegiance, it's loyalty, it's putting a hand up and saying, I got your back, sir. So I need to come harder and stronger. And then as we go over the top and go over the top, and now next Hannity's gonna try and go over the top of her. He said, man, Pirro only comes on the weekends. And she came with some fire that I didn't have. I need to say something crazier now.
Yeah. That was insanity. But look, he promotes her show at his rallies. He does interviews with her. He'll probably do more. It's a crazy strategy, but it might just work for her. I just want to briefly mention, because she said you shouldn't be satisfied with the Mueller report. Allow me to remind, because people seem to have forgotten this, she hasn't seen it. Trump hasn't seen it, we haven't seen it. William Barr has seen it. That's it at this point, so far as we know, has actually seen what's in it. And I feel like we've moved 100 miles from there. Everybody thinks they know what's in it. They've already had their celebrations, they're already moving on to other stuff. We haven't seen even 100 words of it yet, which seems significant. And again, it might end up simply agreeing with everything that William Barr said in his interpretation of it. But it's weird that yesterday Donald Trump was implying that we should never see what's actually in it, this 100% exoneration report. He says, why start over by releasing it? It's ridiculous to release it.
Oh, before he said he's okay with releasing it, let it happen.
Yeah, exactly, it's switching fast. And who knows why? Maybe it's, again, he's trying to change expectations, I don't know. And again, it might come out and it doesn't change the conversation or the narrative at all.
They're controlling the narrative, and if you get more information, other folks can give their takes on it. They don't want that.
It is just bizarre to pretend that we know what's in it because Donald Trump's hand-chosen AG says he knows what's in it. Anyway, maybe it'll come out and Jeanine Pirro will change her tune. We will see. Probably not. Thank you very much for watching this clip from the Damage Report. If you liked it, don't forget to subscribe to this channel and ring the bell on YouTube to get notifications of our new videos. And of course, you can catch the full Damage Report live every weekday at 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific on TYT Network on YouTube TV.